All right, so everyone's buzzing about Tesla's Robotaxi plan, right? But what if I told you the most mind-blowing part isn't even the car? Yeah, today we're diving into a secret weapon, one that's hiding in plain sight in a recent patent, and it totally flips the script on the economics of self-driving.
Okay, so let's get right into it. And we're going to start with a puzzle, a billion-dollar question that has a lot of people in the tech world scratching their heads. It seems simple, but trust me, the answer pulls back the curtain on Tesla's entire strategy for autonomy.
So this is it. This is the heart of the mystery. Think about it, a car company going on this huge hiring spree for cloud experts, it feels off, right? But it all starts to make sense when you realize they're not just building cars. Nope. They're building this massive, invisible infrastructure that might just give them a lead no one can catch.
So to really get why they need all these brainy engineers, you first have to understand the absolutely insane scale of the problem they're up against. And when I say scale, I'm not talking about a little stream of data. We are talking about a full-blown data tsunami.
Okay, check this out. According to a former Tesla engineer, a single self-driving car just cruising around for 2 hours a day pumps out a whopping 1.6 terabytes of data. To put that in perspective, that's like downloading over 300 high-def movies every single day from one car.
But here's the thing. A robotaxi isn't just taking a 2-hour joyride, right? It's supposed to be working, let's say, 16 hours a day. Well, you do that math, and that number just explodes to a mind-boggling 12.8 terabytes of data per car, per day.
And we're just getting started. Now scale that up to what would be a pretty modest fleet, say 500,000 robotaxis. The amount of data you're dealing with annually becomes, well, it's an almost unimaginable number. 2.34 billion terabytes.
And here is the absolute kicker. Just trying to store all that data, using a standard cloud service like Amazon's AWS, it would cost you around $50 billion a year. That's literally half of Tesla's entire revenue for 2024. The business model is just broken. It doesn't work, period.
So how on earth do you make this thing profitable? This, my friends, is where the genius of Tesla's approach really shines through. Their solution, which they laid out in that patent, is all built on one incredibly simple but powerful idea.
Just think about your own drive to work or to the store. How much of it is, well, boring? You're just sitting in traffic, following the same car, making the same turns you always do. Most of it is totally repetitive. It turns out only a tiny little slice of that drive has anything new or unexpected happen. And Tesla had a light bulb moment. The same thing is true for their cars. And this is their whole strategy in a nutshell. They realized, why are we saving all this boring, repetitive driving data, the 95%? Let's just ignore it. Instead, let's laser focus only on the critical 5%, the moments that actually teach the AI something new.
And they're super specific about what's in that 5%. The patent calls it an event-based collection system, and it's programmed to only look for 3 things. First, safety-critical stuff, like someone cutting you off or you having to slam on the brakes. Second, edge cases. Think weird, unexpected things like a brand new type of road sign or a sudden hailstorm. And third, system anomalies, like one of the sensors acting up or a software bug. So here's how it actually works in the car, and it's pretty slick. The car is still generating that insane 12.8 terabytes of data, but, and this is the key, there's an AI filter right there on the car that instantly spots that important 5%. That means a full 95% of all that data gets thrown away immediately, right inside the vehicle. It never even touches the cloud or uses up any bandwidth.
Now, this smart filtering thing, it's not just some clever little tech trick. It has absolutely gigantic consequences for the whole business. It's what takes this from an impossible, money-burning idea to something that could actually be incredibly profitable. And just look at the numbers. The financial impact is just staggering. If you tried to save everything the old way, you'd be looking at costs for storage, processing, and network of about $23 billion a year. With Tesla's method, it drops all the way down to just over $1 billion. That's a savings of nearly $22 billion every single year. That's a game changer.
And the savings aren't just in dollars, they're in people too. Instead of needing this giant NASA-style command center with, say, 15,000 people watching monitors all day, Tesla would only need about 1,500. And why is that? It's because they're not watching every car all the time. They're only paying attention to the cars that have flagged an important event. That's a 90% reduction in staff right there.
But honestly, the cost savings are just half the story. This data strategy creates something even more valuable, a powerful collective intelligence. It lets the entire fleet learn and get smarter almost in real time.
Okay, picture this. It's 9 a.m. in Los Angeles, and a robotaxi spots a brand new type of construction sign it's never seen before. Because it only has to send this tiny little packet of relevant data. By 9:30 a.m., just 30 minutes later, the central AI has analyzed it and pushed an update to the entire global fleet. Just like that, 500,000 cars all over the world now know exactly what that new sign means.
And this also enables some incredible real-time safety features. Let's say a car in New York hits a nasty patch of black ice. Within a minute, that location data is shared, and in less than 5 minutes, a warning goes out to every other Tesla within a 10-kilometer radius. Think about how many accidents that could prevent. It's a hive mind for safety.
So when you start to put all these pieces together, it becomes really clear. Tesla's real advantage, their secret sauce, it isn't just the cars you see driving around. It's something much, much bigger.
You look at competitors like Waymo and Cruise, and historically they've tried to store all their data, and that means they're drowning in these insane costs. It's what keeps them stuck in these tiny geo-fenced service areas because every time they expand, they just lose more money. But Tesla's model? It's designed from the ground up to scale, and to scale globally from day one.
And get this whole 5% principle isn't just for cars. The patent specifically calls out how it can be applied to humanoid robots. So for the Optimus robot, that means ignoring the millions of times it successfully picks something up and only storing the data from the few times it fails. It means ignoring all the normal walking and only analyzing the data when it stumbles or falls. This is what makes learning from a fleet of 1 million robots actually affordable.
And that brings us right back to where we started. The reason Tesla is hiring thousands of cloud engineers is because they understand something fundamental. Their true competitive moat isn't just the driving AI itself. It's this invisible, underlying data infrastructure that makes the entire autonomous future economically possible in the first place.
So it really leaves you with this one final thought, doesn't it? For years, we've all been obsessing over the AI inside the car. But what if the smartest part, the real revolutionary breakthrough that makes it all work, isn't in the car at all?